This absolutely changes everything. You probably don't realize what happened on Friday could change the entire landscape for the world of cryptocurrency as we move into the coming probably 5 to 10 years. I'm going to give you all the details on that, but I wanted to mention, sorry, this is a later live stream than normal. You guys are used to me doing it in the morning, but I had the Duster on a little road trip for the last 2 days. We went to a place called Holiday World, which is in Santa Claus, Indiana. It's a massive amusement park. Man, so many people love seeing the Duster. I can't tell you how many stickers we gave out, how many people we talked to. Spent the night in the campground when we were there, and I'll have a little video coming out here in the next few days. I mean, but there's nothing like driving through a massive campground with tents and big RVs and swimming pools and kids. It was like the coolest thing ever. People love the Duster. People love unicorn fart dust. And by the way, when I was there, I rode a bunch of roller coasters, amongst which was like one of the biggest #1 rated roller coasters in the world, the Voyage. So I'm going to tell you right now, if I can deal with that, and I rode it 4 times, I can deal with crypto. You don't have to worry about me. Anyhow, massive news out of the Fed. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to go on a rant about our community. And then we're going to look at some crazy data that shows us just how good we are doing. We don't give ourselves enough credit. I know we want more, but it's okay for us to stop every once in a while and look around and see where we are. And when we do that, we've got a lot to be optimistic with Unicorn Fart Dust. Hey, while we're here, while we got everybody on, man, hundreds of people are joining here on different platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and of course, X. Let's go out, those of you who are joining us on X, and retweet this. Let's see here. Let me go to my profile. Sorry, we're doing this live, guys. There we are. Okay, see, there we are. There we are on the live stream. I'm going to retweet it. Hit retweet, hit quote. What should I say? It's Saturday night. Come join the live stream, period, and please retweet this, period. Let's go, Unicorn Fart Dust. All right, there we go. I'm a big, I use voice to text for everything. I hate typing. Anyway, okay, Federal Reserve, big news. Why is that big news? You want to know why, the reasons why? I'm going to tell you in just 1 second, but let's run out here and just briefly look at the headline. And unless you've been living underneath a rock, you probably heard about this, but Fed Chair Jerome Powell signals a path to rate cuts in the Jackson Hole speech. Of course, Jerome Powell is the head of our Federal Reserve, and couple of quick things that I thought were super interesting in this article from CBS News. Jerome Powell on Friday highlighted, this is the key, twin economic risk of a slowing labor market and rising inflation. He says risks to inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to the employment to the downside. A challenging situation, he said in his speech. Why, guys? Because it's real simple. Sorry, I yelled too much on those roller coasters yesterday. It's real simple. Those of you who've been around for a while, those of you who followed me in the gold and silver market for years and years know that I have this, okay? Do not open. It's the Jerome in the box, right? There's our friend Jerome Powell. This is his favorite thing to do, to print money. Hold on here. There we go. Print money. And I've had this box for years. I've seen this coming for years. And the reason why is this. On one side, I put an R for recession. That would be the slowing labor market that Jerome talked about on Friday. On the other side is I, inflation. This is the stagflation box, right? You ever hear that saying, somebody's boxed in? Well, the Fed, Jerome's going to be leaving soon, but Jerome is really boxed in. And the only thing he knows to do is to print money. And there's the toilet paper money printer. Why is that a big deal? I'm going to tell you why that's a big deal, okay? Because that is stagflation, okay? He's recognizing, and look, I've talked to people just in the last week. I talked to people that are very high up within the employment sector, executive recruiters that have worked for years and years, placing people in high-level job positions. They're all telling me the same thing, that the employment market kind of fell off a cliff, okay? They're like, and it happened very quickly. Like there's not many jobs out there all of a sudden, and people are kind of freaking out. Okay. The job market, apparently, based upon the people I've talked to, has really slowed down. Okay. I talked to people in the construction business, big construction companies, and they're kind of telling me the same thing, like, whoa, things have really slowed down. That signals that the economy is slowing down. But wait, there's more. We know that in the real terms, inflation is here to stay, right? So we've got a situation where we have a recession coming at us potentially, and inflation. The only thing they're going to be able to do, and the only thing they will do, is print money. But we're facing this situation with this unbelievable amount of national debt. Why is this a big deal? I'll tell you very simply why. The last time that the United States faced this type of a challenging environment was the 1970s. There was no crypto in the 1970s. No, there was no crypto. Trust me, I was born around 1970. Gold and silver were the only forms of decentralized finance, right? I've said it many times. Silver is the original cryptocurrency. During that period, which is very similar to where we're at right now with stagflation in the 1970s, the price of gold and silver absolutely skyrocketed, went to the moon. You're talking silver went up like, I don't know, 27 times, not 27%, 27 times. Now, in the modern day, there's two differences. And besides gold and silver, we now have crypto, which is a pure decentralized asset that you can invest in. But wait, there's even more, which makes it even a bigger deal. In the 1970s, yeah, we had some national debt, but we were in no way even close to where we are today with $37 trillion in national debt. So, guys, what Jerome Powell said on Friday, he like threw up he's getting ready to leave. Trump and Jerome do not get along. Okay. Not making any political statements. He's getting ready to leave the Fed. And he's basically what he said on Friday. This was a big deal, what he said, right? He said there's twin risk. There's risk to the employment market, AKA the overall economy, and there's risk to the upside for inflation. He threw in the towel. Right? He raised the white flag. He surrendered. He's like, yeah, here, good luck. Here you go, Donald. Good luck. Right? It's a huge, huge deal that to us signals a massive change, a massive paradigm change as we move forward here in the coming months, right? Possibly even decades. It's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out, but it will be very, very good overall for the entirety of the crypto ecosystem, which includes Unicorn Fart Dust, which we're going to talk about right now. Unicorn Fart Dust, guys, we haven't talked about this in a long time, but it's so critical to what we're doing here. We are not a gambling token. Okay, the core community, the core meaning, the core why behind Unicorn Fart Dust is for long-term stability. Right? A safe and reliable place within the crazy crypto world, but even crazier meme coin sector. Let's just be real here. It's insane, right? There's 13 million, 14 million cryptocurrency meme coins out there. It is really crazy out there. And unfortunately, this is evolving. This will change, but there's a lot of gambling type behavior that goes on within the meme coin sector in particular. Bitcoin, no, right? Ethereum, no. But when it comes to meme coins, you guys know better than me. The shenanigans that go on, the gambling that goes on. We have proven ourselves, right? Now we're more than 8 months into this. Number one, that we are not a short-term gambling token. We're not some token that's going to do some pump and then dump and then see you later, right? I wouldn't still be down here every single day. But at our core, we are absolutely different. I had to drive a long way today, and I had a lot of time to think, but more importantly, talk. I talked to three key community leaders within UFD, people that I really trust. And what I went away from with those conversations is, at the end of the day, what we're doing here is so beautiful, so simple. Okay, we are adhering to the original ethos of crypto. And look, I'm like, there's so much noise within crypto. There's so much within meme coins, so many distractions and craziness, and that's great. Let them do it. Okay. But that's not the way that it's going to be long term. I think when we look out a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, the meme coin sector will be very, very different. In the projects like Unicorn Fart Dust that really truly are a safe, reliable place, a place where how many of us, and maybe you're one of them, people that go to because they want something honest, they want integrity, right? And they want prosperity. Hey, I'm all for it, right? But this is a long-term journey that we are on. There's no other way to talk about it, no other way to describe it. We are on a long-term journey. And the other thing that I came away with, right? And I'm not chastising you or anybody else out there, right? But we have a lot of people that are working super hard on this project. And guess what, right? None of us, our employees, are getting paid or paychecks from Unicorn Fart Dust. Everybody that's doing this work is doing it on a voluntary basis. I'll ask you to please respect that, right? And guess what? The door is open for you as well. You can come in, right? As long as you can get along with the other community members and your intentions are good, right? The door here is wide open for you as well. We were talking, I read this the other day, one of those daily reading things, and it talked about there's a lot of thunder, but very little lightning. And what we mean by that, right? What we mean by that is that even within UFD, right, we get all these ideas, constant or criticisms. Sometimes we get criticisms. Whoa, 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 a lot of thunder, right? But what's important is the lightning. And that is because the lightning gets the job done. So if you have an idea, that's great. And I'm not telling anybody not to express themselves or give their ideas. That's awesome. But that's the thunder. And there's a lot of thunder in crypto, right? But what we need and what UFD does have is the lightning as well, getting stuff done. There's a big difference between talking about something and doing something, right? And what we have in our community is a core group of doers, and they're doing it, again, on a voluntary basis. People all over the place, all over the world, and that will continue to move us forward. Guys, the bottom line is this, and I'm convinced of this more than ever when I think about UFD, okay? 20 million cryptos in the world right now. Yeah, 20 million. And I look over here and I see Bitcoin, right? The founding project, the original ethos of crypto. Satoshi, right, built it. And I look over here and I see Unicorn Fart Dust, okay? And in between there's 20 million cryptos. And there's some other great projects. I always say that there are a few. But most of what's happened between the original formation of the blockchain and cryptocurrency and where we are today, there's a lot more noise in the middle, a lot of BS, a lot of venture capital, a lot of manipulation, a lot of cheating, a lot of stealing, right? A lot of empty promises. And what I see between Bitcoin and UFD is a pure alliance. Okay. I've said it before. I'll say it a million more times, and not just say, but what I'll do from my part within the UFD community is that we are adhering to those original ethos of crypto. That is what we are. That is one of our big advantages. It comes from the fact that, I was a gold and silver maxi that created a meme coin as a little experiment, right? And that the community took it over, and all we had to do, and all I had to do was be honest, have integrity, and treat other people the way that I would want to be treated. That included not rug pulling the project. That included, being completely transparent with everybody. The future, the road ahead for UFD is truly incredible. Let's look at one data point. What the heck? Oh, yeah, and we got big news tomorrow, right? We're doing a Ledger Appreciation Day. Ledger has supported my channel and allowed me to be down here for a long time, and the community has rose up and wants to do a Ledger Appreciation Day, which we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to talk about that next. And before we do that, let's also say thank you to MoonPay for their continued support of the channel, our ability to be here, right? MoonPay, my very first transaction in crypto. right? MoonPay, the company that continues to grow and innovate within crypto. MoonPay, the company that has 35 million customer accounts in 180 countries all around the world. MoonPay, right? The company that really sets the bar, quality. And it's a big deal that we get to be affiliated with them. Thank you, MoonPay, for your continued support of Ron's Basement. Let's go out and take a quick look. We'll get one data point, have some fun. I mean, guys, what is... hold on here. Here we go. As the Duster has been putting out some incredible data. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to go through a lot more of it with you, but let's just look at this one incredible data point that we got from as hello, holder scan. They omitted UFD. I thought I'd step in and assist you to ensure this table is accurately represented, giving UFD the recognition that it deserves. In the table below, the rankings for UFD are as follows. And there's one of these data points that really blew me away. HolderScan has organized this table based on the top. So these are the top 1,000 wallets that have held their supply for over 90 days in US dollars. Okay. Average time held, UFD is ranked 14th. Supply held 90 plus days. Okay. Percentage of top 1,000 wallets ranked 10th. Supply held 90 plus days as a percentage in US dollars for the top 1,000 wallets were 14th. Average retention, top 1,000. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that we're ranked second. This is fascinating data that he put out for us. There's UFD down here. Okay, there's our friend UFD in purple. And as you can see up here, supply held 90 plus days as a percentage of the top 1,000 wallets, 60%. Okay. Wow. Of our top 1,000, 61% of our top 1,000 wallets have held UFD for more than 90 days. It's really incredible. I mean, guys, we've got big people that are buying UFD and big people that are holding UFD. And tomorrow, I'm going to show you even more data from Ez that's even more encouraging about what these big wallets, big money investors, right? People that are buying into our project, but not just staying for a little while, right? What we want and what we are doing here every single day. I mean, hey, it's Saturday night. Happy Saturday night, Dusters. I said thank you to MoonPay. We're gonna say thank you to Ledger here in a second. I got a little short video to watch for you about tomorrow's big Ledger Appreciation Day. But really what we're doing, and it's working, right? We're not a gambling token. I used to talk about that when the project was 2 or 3 months old. My guys, we've emerged. We weren't something that was going to, be there's so much like all these, like, oh, this project, look, it went up 500%, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's great. But where's that project going to be, a year from now, 10 years from now? What we are doing is building a solid foundation, brick by brick by brick by brick. I know, I understand. Guess what? Doing anything in life that's worth doing, that's going to be of long-term benefit. I don't know if you go to medical school or you think it's fun to go to medical school for 10 years? No, right? Anything in life that is worth doing long-term takes hard work, determination, passion, right? A belief, right? Look, I'm not just saying we're doing this because, we like to do it. I mean, it is fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun right now? I bet you are. But what we're doing is building something that we know out there in the future can provide awesome rewards for us on many, many levels, up to and including the possibility of some great prosperity. Before I forget, I'm required to tell you I'm not a financial advisor. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything that I say. For that matter, don't make relationship decisions. Don't make any kind of decision. I'm just down here giving you my truth. And part of that truth, right, I'm speaking from my heart because we own, as a household, like a major, huge investment in Unicorn Fart Test. And I believe when I look out long-term in the future, right, and I look at what I need to do today to help make that future a reality, that future, it's worth working for. And I know that's a shared idea, a shared belief within our community. Okay, guys, tomorrow is the big Ledger Appreciation Day. Let's Let's watch a video here. Get the right screen up. And here we go. This is from our friend Resilient Jack, who comes to us all the way from Sweden. Tomorrow is Ledger Raid Inc. Tomorrow it's showtime. Bring the info to every duster you know. We are going to be classy. We are going to be positive like we always are. And we are going to show our appreciation for Ledger. They've been helpful to our project, helpful to me, sponsored this channel, Ron's Basement, for a long time. And we want to show them some serious, serious appreciation. They're doing a lot for the world of crypto too. Don't forget, they protect almost or over 20% of the world's crypto. So let's watch a little video here from our friend Resilient Jack, all the way from Sweden. And here we go.
Yo, Dusters! Tomorrow we start our appreciation rate for Ledger. I will tell you some practical information in this video on how to rate. So over to that. Bye. Okay, let's go. So we will do 1 to 2 appreciation posts per duster. We will engage on other dusters' posts to increase the reach. We will mega engage on Ledger's own posts. And we will do reviews on Apple Store, Google Play, and Ledger.com. Yes. We will rate with class. We will do nice posts. We will behave. We will do good to attract good. Very important. Use at least 8 words, but more are preferred. This way it's easier for us to get the metrics on Lunar Trust to show, to see how much work we actually put in. We missed this at the MoonPay raid. And Ledger art is found in the meme depot. Shout out to all our great artists and creators that have put a lot of art in there to use. And let's make this a great raid, okay? Let's go!
All right, there's some instructions from our friend Resilient Jack. Don't mess with Resilient Jack. And what an awesome video. I want to say thank you to Jack. He's becoming a real key player within our community, within the raid groups. Nate's involved in this as well. Also, Gunjan is working hard behind the scenes on raids. Do you feel your horn, Dusters? Huh? Do you? Is your horn tingling? Right, guys, we got a lot to be optimistic about. There is so much happening, okay, on a day-by-day basis. You want to rub horns? Yeah, okay. Let's get back to it. Jack brought up a great point. 2 things. I mean, you guys come up with some things I don't think of. Number 1, the Meme Depot, there will be Ledger-oriented artwork out there. Just go in like he showed into Google, type in Meme Depot Unicorn Fart Dust, and you can get straight there without going to the Meme Depot and putting in Unicorn Fart Dust. Those of you who watched the previous live stream will know why I'm joking around and saying that. And the other thing is, if you use Ledger products, if you use Ledger Live like I do, I love that it's an app that connects your Ledger device to your Ledger connects your Ledger device to the Ledger Live app. Go into the Apple Store, go into the Google Play Store. You can leave a good review there as well. There's Trustpilot. There's a lot of ways that we can help support Ledger. And Ledger is a great company. It's a big deal that we get to call them a company that sponsors Ron's Basement. It's a big deal that I get to be down here with you guys. Thank you. This is only possible because from support from viewers like you. You know, guys, this is my life. And it's really cool that I get to spend part of it connecting with you. I was talking again to one of the key community members earlier. I'm like, it still blows my mind, right? I'm 55 years old. I'm an almost boomer. Yeah, I still ride the world's biggest roller coasters, best roller coaster, no problem. I can handle crypto, but it blows me away, right? Think about what we are doing right now. People all look, there's 500 people that came on here at the drop of a pen on a Saturday night. But where are you? I'll ask you that question. Right? Most of you know I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, the middle of the United States, but we've got people in Australia that are with us right now. You know what? Darn it. It's hard because I can only see comments on the YouTube channel. I know a lot of you are joining on X and Twitter, but we are everywhere, right? Africa. We have people from Africa with us, people in Europe that are with us, people in South America that are with us. Okay, we are everywhere. And I'm like, it's incredible to think with Web3 that we can do this. And then on top of that, we've got this gift of unicorn fart dust, really a gift, right? Which is part of now the gift of the blockchain, the gift of crypto, that where we get to create something of value, and not just create it, but we ultimately determine, you, okay? Don't just be thunder. Don't just make noise. And I appreciate what everybody says, and I appreciate you being here, but be lightning, okay? Be the lightning that creates the magic within UFD. And some of you are doing that, right? And it's okay. We've got some silent dusters out there. We have people, but tomorrow's a great example. You want to be a little bit of lightning? Get involved in the Ledger Appreciation Day. Go out and write a positive post about Ledger. Thank them, right? Okay, guys, we've got a super, super opportunity on our hands right now. We're going to continue, right, to cherish what this is. And we're going to continue to be perfectly aligned with the original ethos of crypto. That gives us power, because the original ethos of crypto states that it's power to the people. It's determined by the people. It's decentralization. It's democratization, right? It's digital scarcity. And guess what, buttercups? I know there's some buttercups out there. And if you don't know what a buttercup is someone who's yet to buy their first UFD beans. There's only one UFD, period. Kaput. Okay. And you know what's even more? I almost forgot. Do you know what I almost forgot to do? I almost forgot. I know this is like your favorite part of the whole live stream, because it really does bring us together. I almost forgot to mention, not only is there only one unicorn fart dust, think about it. This is a double layered digital scarcity. There's only one unicorn fart dust, but there's also only, take a look at that. You see that? 999 million. There's only one unicorn fart dust. There's only 999 million beans. And every single day when you show up and you create lightning, okay, right, that helps fill this jug. The beans represent you. You've got a bean. One of these beans is you. I know we got almost 700 people now, right? The drop of a hat on a Saturday night. Are we having fun yet? Let's rub horns. Do you feel your horn? Is it tingling? Yeah, I know it's the corniest thing in the world. Okay. But every single day when you create lightning, right, remember, one of those beans is you, but you help put more beans in. As this jug fills up, eventually we get to a point where there's a, and then we get to a, and then we go to Valhalla. Yeah. All right, guys. It's real, right? It's real. It's a gift. Let's continue to nurture it. Have a great Saturday night. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Take care of yourselves, okay? Be good to yourself, because don't forget, it's okay to be nice to yourself. I know it can be hard at times, but you deserve it. And it will give you a platform from which you can be good to other people. Take care. I'll see you soon.